Hello everyone, Neil Tappin here from Golf Monthly and welcome to the JCB Golf and Country Club and this video in which we are going to take a look at the 10 things every golfer should carry with them. Now these are not the things like your clubs or your golf balls or your towels that are really obvious, but the less obvious things that can make a big difference to you, especially on days like today. We're playing in really changeable weather conditions, you could really get caught out. So if you can just think a bit smarter about what you carry, you might just shoot a little bit of a better score and enjoy yourself a little bit more while you're out on the golf course as well. Guys, if you're new to the Golf Monthly channel, please do hit the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss any of our videos. Hit the like button if you like what you're watching, but let's take a look at the 10 things that every golfer should carry. Okay, so the first item to mention, and it's a real must for days like today, are some wet weather gloves. So I've got the FootJoy Rain grip, and these really come into their own on days like today. So there's two gloves, they come in a pair, and they provide excellent traction. So almost the wetter it gets, the more traction you get. Now I tend to just leave them on for the whole of the round, so I have them on when I'm hitting all of my chip shots and putts, and I guess there probably is a bit of a trade-off in terms of your feel around the greens, but it's worth it in terms of they offer excellent traction for your longer shots. And if you've ever hit a shot in bad weather where you've lost grip, it's so annoying. You hit a terrible shot through no fault of your own. So having some rain grips or some wet weather grips is a great way of combating that. Now, not everybody will want to go down that route, and so for those who don't, your other alternative is to carry something like a freezer bag to put your golf gloves in. Now I have a waterproof golf bag, so this isn't necessarily such a problem for me, but if you haven't got a waterproof golf bag, then one of these is really handy. Put your gloves in here, and this just provides the protection from the wet weather while they're in your golf bag. Likewise, if you've got some gloves that are coming towards the end of their lifespan, they're starting to get a little bit tired, a little bit old, put them in a freezer bag, store them in your golf bag and use them for practice. I find that's a really good way of extending the overall lifespan of my golf gloves. That's really handy and a good idea to do. The next thing to carry, and this really applies to those golfers who carry laser rangefinders, is a spare battery. There's nothing worse than being caught out when your rangefinder runs out of battery on the golf course. You'll be left without any yardages. Not every rangefinder has a battery life gauge, so they can just suddenly stop and you can be caught out. So have a spare battery in your golf bags, just stash it in there, and then it's there for whenever you might need it. Now the next thing to mention is some sun cream. I think most golfers will apply sun cream before they go and play when they know the weather's going to be really good, but there are occasions where you just get caught out, where it's sunnier and hotter than you might have thought. And so having I carry a small travel size suntan lotion in my golf bag, which means I'm always covered. Whenever the sort of sun comes out and you feel a little bit exposed, it's really handy to have in the golf bag. Do carry a bottle of water with you whenever you play golf. There are many, many studies into how important it is for your concentration and for your performance to stay well hydrated. It really takes very little effort to make sure that you have a spare bottle of water in your golf bag. It can be absolutely essential to you while you're out on the golf course. Now I always carry with me two Sharpies in my golf bag. I've got a green and a red, and I put 2 dots above the logo. Now this isn't essential under the rules of golf. There's nothing, you won't be breaking the rules if you don't, but it will help you identify your ball whenever you hit it into a spot of bother on the golf course. Whenever I hit my ball into any trouble, both myself and my playing partners know they're looking for a Titleist with 2 dots above the logo. It can really help avoid any of those kind of rules-related confusions that can cause a little bit of bother. I always carry with me a really lightweight waterproof top, because all too often in the UK, you're playing golf on days like today where the sun is in and out and suddenly there's a rain shower. So having something stashed in your golf bag for an unexpected rain shower is really handy. And let's be honest, today's waterproof tops are so much more lightweight, so much more sort of easily wearable, that there's no excuse not to have one in your golf bag. As soon as you get it out, you'll still be able to swing with the same freedom that you had before you put it on. And it does provide excellent protection. In fact, I always just leave this in my golf bag all year round, because you never know when you might start to get a little bit cold out on the golf course. So having a spare top in the bag is useful. The other thing I carry in my bag, in that main pocket, is a bucket hat, a waterproof bucket hat. So for any of golfers out there who wear glasses, you will know just how annoying it is for your glasses when they start to become wet out on the golf course. It's basically impossible to see. Your enjoyment of the game is virtually ruined at that point. So having a waterproof bucket hat can be a real game changer for you. So I always carry one in my golf bag. The next thing to talk about is plasters. Now, whenever you put your hand in your pocket, it can be very easy for your fingers just to get caught on sort of broken T-pegs. And so having a stash of plasters in your golf bag to use whenever you need to is really handy. Likewise, you might have some brand new golf shoes that you haven't properly worn in yet and you start developing a bit of a blister. That plaster will come into its own and be a real lifesaver while you're out on the golf course. So that brings me on to the last 3 items on my list, and they are a spare ball marker, pencil, and pitch mark repairer. Obviously, these are really handy items to have with you out on the golf course, but it's amazing how easy it is to leave them behind. So having a spare one of each stashed in your golf bag for whenever you might have forgotten them is a really good idea. So there you have it. That's my list of 10 items that every golfer should carry with them out on the golf course. Guys, before you go, please do hit the pause button and let me know if you think there's anything I've missed on the list. If there's anything that you carry with you every single time you go out to play, let me know. Be really interested to hear your thoughts. Final thing to say is, if you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss any of Golf Monthly's videos. Hit the like button if you've liked the video. But for now, from JCB Golf and Country Club, it's goodbye.